Our subject today is multifaceted, as it usually is. We begin with Inlet, the 13th living crystal skull. And I have given you information on this before, especially in the video on Xush-al-Mundra. But this is looking at it from a slightly different perspective, and it's leading us into the story of the Pleiadian High Mayans and the Timewalkers. So let us begin. A transmission from Thoth I received some years ago. I reveal the symbolic and sacred name of Inlet for the living 13th bearer of the crystal skull. In this instance, we can see the crystal skull as a grail cup filled with the nectar of holy compassion and transfiguration. The living bearer will be female. She will be born into the human race, but her lineage will contain very specific DNA from all the Grail tribes and the star tribes of the planet. Her purpose? To unite the Grail star tribes and further the entire human race, who all carry some factions of those tribes in their genetic code. In Inlet's symbol is a white dove carrying a golden bow of the acacia tree, symbolizing the transfiguration and ascension of the world soul, i.e. all souls who come together in spiritual presence and transfiguration into the new Earth star. Inlet will come to the attention of several indigenous people through their shamans simultaneously, but she herself will not be of any one tribe or race, but a mixture of many. She will call upon many to join her in a sacred walk, beginning in Peru and ending in Alaska. That will only be the beginning of her mission among Earth's kind. I now believe this will take place in the in-between state of the Pyramidus Radius Matrix. I'm saying that now. To continue with Thoth. The soul of Inlet will have had only one other incarnation on this planet, that of Xush-al-Mundra. Now I pause again to say that I have the video on Xush-al-Mundra, which I will put a link to in the information box below, along with one on the Mayan Pleiadian symbols, glyphs, sacred glyphs. So you'll have both of those in the information box below. Now to continue with Thoth. Know that Inlet bears the hope for the world and is the woman clothed with the sun within the book of Revelations. Yet the standard interpretation of this vision is not the true understanding. Now I say, in 1990, I had the following vision, which I wrote about in Volume 1, 1990 of Temple Doors, and this is the vision. As the Archangel Michael opened the membrane through the emerald fire, I beheld myself as a witness to the woman clothed with the sun, the mother of the pearl, as she first came to the earth. I was in mid-air with her, and there were other witnesses also, and we all hid our eyes from the mighty light which shone from her. But we dared to look again, and she was in our midst as a burnishing tree of life. Her arms were outstretched, and her hair flowing through space. I looked upon her with awe, as a great sounding was heard, and from her body was issued forth a child of transparent beauty, who was so fine as to be of spun gold, and yet with a strength beyond wonder, profound in his message of truth. As the child opened his eyes to the day, so a darkness descended, and the beast laid his hand upon him and marked his right thigh. I cried out, "No, Lord, let not this be. I will witness for him that you shall deliver him to thee. I knew then that it must be the child who would be delivered, yet would retain the mark upon his thigh until all who witnessed for him were to become a living testament bearing witness to the whole truth. Now I wish to pause here. The image you are seeing on the screen, when I created the image and I looked at it, I thought, no, this is wrong. It's not on the thigh. I wanted the mark on the thigh. It was supposed to be like a lightning bolt coming down to the thigh of the child. So I started to do a new image, and Tho said, no, this is the right image. And I looked at it and I went, oh, yes. It was a sobering moment. Now we continue with Thoth. I ask him, could you please comment on this vision I experienced in 1990? This is the answer he gave me some years ago. The child is not a living being, but an aspect of humanity which will be quickened, awakened through the cosmic and human being Inlet. It will at first attempt to be claimed by those in worldly control, whose power comes from the beast, the unaware nature of darkness. Yet this will not stand, and the light of higher awareness will claim its own. In her temple, the priestesses and priests morph their forms when they slip into the sacred psalming of her tone. Her inscription of light, her mantras, and her speaking. The being in Inlet carries within her the coding or inscription of light for the 144,000 infinity points within this galaxy. These infinity points are the organizing white holes which are specialized to emit intelligent commands directed by the black hole of the Hunab-Ku, or center of the galaxy. The infinity point white holes operate within the condition of what scientists are currently calling dark matter. When the dots are connected, a path of coherency is opened through the heart centers of the 144,000 incarnated souls on Earth. So the Yeshuda is activated to open like a lotus and transport the Earth to the next stage in its cosmic journey. What we are calling the new Earth star. Now, I have a video on the Yeshuda, and I will post that link as well in the information box below. So it continues. In the Inlet temples of Numisom, in the new Earth star, the priests and priestesses transform their bodies to become the psalmers so that they can enter her body, or rather the cosmic code of the new Earth stars. Inlet's cosmic body, which leads to the next stage of the new Earth star formation. Understand that the being I speak of here is foremost a cosmic pattern of unfolding, which is also carried in the incarnated being of the woman Inlet. When the Pleiadians came among the Mayans, they presented them with this pattern as a scientific understanding, which the high Mayans incorporated into the Hunab-Ku teachings to innermost initiates of Inlet. It is present in their glyphs, but unless you have the codex key that unlocks this cosmic program for you to see and understand, it is invisible to you. The codex key was passed down verbally. Only once was it placed as a symbol in stone. The temple where this symbol is carved is yet to be unearthed to the modern world. I pause to say here the image you're seeing on the screen is not that sacred glyph. I don't have permission to give that, nor have I received it. I'm now going to be reading to you some keynotes that come out of the material that I received through the years on this topic. The term High Mayans refers to a group of Mayans influenced by the Pleiadian star lords who selectively intermarried with them. This hybridization created a lineage Thoth calls the High Mayans, distinguished by their advanced spiritual and cosmic knowledge. This synthesis is evident in the inner hollow earth and new earth temples of Inlet, which embody their spiritual and cosmic awareness. The High Mayans are closely associated with the concept of Inlet, meaning I am another you, a philosophy they adopted from their Pleiadian ancestors. In the Inlet temple, there are 3 main chambers, each designed to elevate spiritual consciousness and attune to higher cosmic energies. Thoth presented these to me in a description integrative with our understanding. The first is Chamber of the Akasha. This chamber connects to the new Akashic record within the New Earth Star hologram. It will help individuals align with this new higher order Akasha, represented by artworks of New Earth imagery. This chamber is a virtual field connecting to the process of Earth's creation of a new Akashic record of a high order within the New Earth Star hologram. Meditating in this chamber allows one to attune to the new Akashic field. It contains imaging representing select stages of New Earth manifestation, triggering greater sensitivity to the new Akasha. Chamber of Metatron. This chamber symbolizes the 12 crystal skulls and the 1 living skull, radiating the full complement of the 72 dweller crystal skulls. It facilitates attunement to the New Earth's pure gem body and the illumined consciousness guiding this process. Chamber of the Lotus Flame. This chamber leads to the state of the transcendent being, or pure being of light, beyond physical form and mind. It helps individuals reach higher levels of Numis Om, the refined states of the new earth. These chambers are all designed to elevate spiritual consciousness and attune to higher cosmic energies, following the advanced spiritual and cosmic knowledge inherited by the Mayas from the Pleiadian ancestors. The High Mayans integrated the teachings of the Hunab Ku, the central sun of the universe, into their spiritual understanding and practices. This cosmic pattern, given by the Pleiadians, was encoded into their glyphs and teachings, preserved through verbal transmissions and symbolically represented in their sacred temples. Now let us look at the Mayan Timewalkers, which are an aspect of the High Mayans, the mixture of the Pleiadian and Mayan ancestry. There are other Timewalkers other than Mayans, and we will touch upon that as we continue here. The Mayan Timewalkers are advanced spiritual practitioners who possess profound knowledge of time, cosmic cycles, and celestial alignments. They maintain the alignment between Earth and cosmic cycles, ensuring that spiritual practices on Earth resonate with celestial movements. These Timewalkers use their understanding of the visible and invisible cycles of celestial bodies, including the Pleiades, to guide humanity through significant cosmic transitions. Their knowledge is crucial for planning rituals and constructing sacred sites aligned with cosmic events. The Mayan Timewalkers were instrumental in ancient Mayan ceremonies and astronomical observations. Their insights into the movement of the stars, including the Pleiades, were essential for aligning sacred practices with cosmic influences. They are an integral part of the esoteric teachings related to the Mayan calendar and time cycles. All Timewalkers are able to intuitively understand the complex interplay between different time cycles and how they influence events and energies on Earth. They serve as guardians of ancient wisdom, preserving and interpreting the knowledge embedded within the sacred universal calendar. Timewalkers assist others in aligning with cosmic rhythms, promoting personal and collective transformation. They facilitate the harmonization of individual energies with the broader cycles of the universe. The Mayan Timewalkers engage in meditation and rituals that are synchronized with specific calendar days to harness and direct cosmic energies. They often use dreams as a tool to gain insights into the workings of time and to receive guidance from the spiritual realms. Timewalkers are highly attuned to synchronicities and see them as messages from the cosmos, indicating alignment or misalignment with the flow of time. The Mayan Timewalkers have strong intuitive abilities that allow them to sense the subtle energies of time and the deep understanding of Mayan cosmology and the principles of cyclical time. All Timewalkers have a commitment to help others align with the natural rhythms of their personal growth and being. Becoming a Timewalker often involves an initiation process where individuals undergo spiritual training and experiences that deepen their connection to the calendar's wisdom. Timewalkers engage in lifelong learning, continuously expanding their knowledge and honing their skills in interpreting and working with time cycles. The knowledge and practices of Timewalkers serve as a bridge between ancient wisdom and modern understanding, guiding humanity towards a deeper connection with the cosmic rhythms that govern life. While Timewalkers are living beings, incarnated souls in various time frames, on various timelines, they are not your average human being in that sense that they have been gathered from the ancestry of ancient times, and they have learned their skill and developed the worthiness to carry it through time, through eons of incarnations. And some of those incarnations, or maybe many of them, are not in the physical of our relativity. However, they have incarnated among us as well. And some of these of record, from the Thothic record, are Osiris, Horus, because that's the same soul. Osiris and Horus were the same soul. And there are others that he calls the Lemurian Timewalkers, or rather the Timewalkers of Mu. So there are different ones. But the Mayan Timewalkers were given that ability through their Pleiadian genetics, so that the souls that entered those Mayan Timewalkers had already done the work in many lifetimes before they incarnated as Mayans. we come to the conclusion of this video with some additional activational imaging. Remember to check the information box below for a study playlist.